the devil's asshole. We're getting this going. Just double check it. Make sure it's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, God. Put it down.
Oh, you're going to die. Wow. Can we just drink this? Oh, my God.
Take a sip.
I'm going to take a sip. Okay, what am I setting? What are you setting?
It's not liquid ass.
It's not liquid ass.
It's not
You
liquid
did
ass. Check, check, check. My penis is in check.
What's going on with you? It's like, this fucking ninja's fucking trying to kill me. He's like, that's the wolf sharpener guy. I'm like, oh, he's ready.
Oh, it's so deep.
Have a sense of humor. Good laugh does more for the stomach muscles than 5-minute setting up exercises.
Guys, I better not get fired for this.
The most entertaining and offensive show around. Out of the Baldwinsville CrossFit Studios in the Average Joe's Entertainment Complex. It's Bourbon and Barbells.
All right, Bourbon and Barbells, episode 19.
19.
Is that where we're at?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Joey Joe Jabadoo, Ben Shlabba Dabba Ding Dong, Big Joe, special guest, and Newman. Newman. Newman, our favorite person in the world.
I knew you guys missed me.
Oh, missing is not the word.
Give us a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk
I was
about.
going to say,
Oh,
you
God.
let them know all about you.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm ready.
You and your best friend,
Oh, yeah, I love my best friend.
love of your life,
She's the love of my life.
recycling.
Yeah,
I'm
but
going to say something. that cut me in two pieces last week. About the same time last week, I was feeling a lot of heat. A lot of heat.
I was going to say that cunt.
The word, not that cunt. The word cunt. Wow.
Okay, that word right
That
there.
word.
Real fast.
Sarah Dusky hypnosis.
Oh, no.
Sarah Dusky hypnosis therapy for battered husbands.
No.
Don't play
wrong
that
one.
again.
Don't play that.
Don't play that again.
Oh, that would have been bad. Oh,
Was
wrong
that-
button.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
wrong button.
Yeah.
That was that a mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, don't blame me.
Yeah.
Don't blame me.
You know, that's gonna.
He didn't label the button.
I might have left that there.
You know what that could be? So that could be our punchline, right? Like, oh, you got Munson? Oh, you got Munson?
I got Dusky.
You got Duskied. Thanks, guys.
Well, that's why we
Wow.
kept the fish outside. It's still back there.
Wow. Oh my God. I can't believe it's been out there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. The smell. It's in a bag. I don't even get close to it. I kind of do want to open
But why
that
isn't
bag.
an animal taking it?
Because it's that bad.
It's that bad.
All right.
Let's not rehearse that because we know what that does in Newman.
All right, here we go.
You and they say you're not part of the Turbo Team.
Turbo Team.
Run.
Oh my God.
This is breaking in a new person. Did you grab the good one?
I don't know. He's too close to it. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
All right, here we go, Joe.
I think Ben might be a little addicted to this.
Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah, I love it.
I got this. Let's run through a wall. Oh. Let's do some burpees. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Wow. Oh, my God. Oh, you got way too close. Way too close.
How did he sniff that long?
Because he's addicted to it.
Oh my God!
Got in his bathroom.
Oh, God.
Oh, my nose has been running.
You know, it's been so long since we saw somebody new do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody's in the 80s, right?
I thought that it was going to be just take a good hit. Oh,
God.
shit.
That's supposed to help you weight lift.
God. Help you do something.
Oh, whew.
Oh, my God.
Does that mean I can pull myself up now?
Yeah, do a pull-up, yeah.
I do a lot of cock push-ups.
Eyes
every
are
day.
watering.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, we have my father on, Joe Sr., Big Joe. He's got a little bit, we're going to, after we rehash some of Newman's vacation, we're going to
that's
get
great.
some good old 80s stories.
Oh,
but,
God.
so, Newman, let's go back on this vacation.
Okay.
Let's start with the
What do you
good,
think?
right? That was a sweet house, right?
Oh my God, the house is amazing, amazing. The setup was great. I mean, every room was different. I think the best part about that whole vacation was the first 5 minutes in the house. Everybody did a mad dash to what room they wanted. Now, some people read the floor plan. Some people didn't. But guess who did? I did. I read the foreplay. I knew exactly where I
I've
was
got
going.
my own bathroom, bitches.
Why does he run into there? No one else is running up
So
there.
they all start walking around the house and they start claiming rooms, and the kids are all they're trying to put families with families. I'm like, no. I'm getting laid. I'm getting laid this week. I'm taking the furthest bedroom to the right. I don't even care. That's the room I want. I walked right in and set my bag on the bed.
So that happened up until Monday night, right?
I never got laid. No, I did. Actually, I'm lying. I did get laid twice. I got laid twice by myself. That damn vacation
tub.
sink.
That hot tub.
That vacation sink was amazing. She was a hula.
Well,
No.
so I'm sure the call-in probably helped you.
Oh my God! Thanks for that. I appreciate that. The day was set perfect. We had a beautiful day at the beach. We all had a nice dinner. We're gonna take the kids for ice cream, and then I'm like, oh crap. I got a podcast coming up, and I start reading my emails. I'm like, oh no, God, I gotta get ready. I gotta go for this. And Heidi comes up. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, she goes, we're leaving in 30 minutes. And I'm like, I have to do this podcast. I guess I'll just meet you guys there. She's like, I don't think so, buddy. You're going with your son. I'm like, it'll work out. Don't worry about it. So I walk away to the end of the beach. So she can't come yell at me because I was trying to stretch as long as I could because I kept calling you guys because I'm trying to say like let's go guys.
Well, you
like
did that in the video too.
I have to get going. Like she's gonna make me go. Nope, not even a joke.
You know, that was sabotage on her behalf. On her behalf.
Oh,
right?
it was. It was complete.
You
she
knew
knew.
what time.
Well,
the
backfired
podcast
on
was.
her, so.
No, she knew when it was. She knew when the podcast was too. But I got to be honest with you, it worked. It all worked out perfect. You guys ruined my night. You didn't ruin my night. The night was awesome. I just had fun with me. There was no fun with her. She got wasted, but she was also called a cunt. I didn't know how to-
Well, she took it maybe a little too literally, right?
She knew it wasn't, but she has a good sense of humor, and that's what I really enjoyed about that whole day of that part of that vacation because that could have went really, really bad, and it didn't. She actually was fine with it.
Well,
until yesterday.
Well, let's be fair. Only cunts recycle.
Oh God! It drove her absolutely. I'm telling you right now, I didn't even know what to do. We're like retraining ourselves. I had to retrain myself. You drink a beer, you throw it in the trash. You have something that's like plastic container, you throw it right in the trash. There's no recycling there. There's not even.
Hold up. Let's backtrack. They didn't do that in the 80s, did they?
Recycling?
No recycling.
Yeah,
No.
fuck that.
You don't recycle in my house, you're out. You're out for 3 days of hell. You have 3 days of just getting yelled at or berated or that look of like, fuck you. You didn't cut those stupid Pepsi. You know the rings? Some duck's going to die.
Save a duck.
Fuck the ducks. I didn't know. I forgot to do it. Oh, God. I actually had a six-pack about 3 weeks ago. I knew the scissors were right
He
there.
just finished it.
I'm telling you, I knew the scissors were right where I got them easily. I put this little wrapper thing in the bottom of the trash can. She went looking for it.
What?
No way.
She knew that I didn't cut it, and she knew that it was in the
Yeah,
house. And
she's
let me tell you,
obsessed.
yes. And I'm gonna tell you something. When she found it, and I sat there like, "What did Norman do?"
I told that kid a million times.
We need to recycle and save the ducks, save those the turtles, sea turtles, whatever.
But you talk about the what you did in the 80s and stuff. It's like, how did I go into bars that were constantly filled with smoke
Every day,
Yeah.
every day?
every day, all
Every
day. Everybody's
single
smoking.
day.
Everybody found a reason to
Every
smoke.
day. And
Well,
then-
it's like you knew waking up that next morning your clothes smell like smoke.
But then again, my mom's house was full of smoke
Right.
too. So right.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like it wasn't abnormal, but holy cow, can you tell when somebody's smoking now?
Well, I think like
it's
almost
disgusting.
65% of the population used to smoke back then. Like it was a predominant.
Now it's only like
thing.
20.
It drives me nuts
Yeah.
with the car in front of me smoking. If I'm driving down,
Yes.
it drives me absolutely
You can
bonkers.
smell the car.
I hate it.
Yeah, you can.
I despise it, and I despise more as I hate the weed. I live in the city, so everybody's smoking weed. Everybody's smoking.
You know what though? I'll take the weed over some
Yep.
little queer hitting a vape pen. I mean,
God.
grow a pair.
Sucking robot dick.
Grow a pair. People.
No, so today we're walking into Wegmans, and Norman's with me, and there's this old timer walking in front of us, dragging on a Marlboro or wherever the hell he's smoking. he's kicking his feet, and I'm like, dude, get away from. I go, Norm, get away from this guy. And I said it loud enough because this guy was like smoking. He looks at me and gives me the fuck you look with his eyes, and I'm like, I will drop you, old man. I will
break your hip.
I will destroy you. I was losing my mind.
Put you in a home.
So Norman, we get in the store, and Norman goes, "Hey, Dad." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't know." He was smoking next to us. I couldn't handle the cigarette smoke. I'm raging right now. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I know why I'm hurting because
I can't stand it.
I hate
I can't stand it. I used to smoke. I smoked for 13 years.
Really?
Yeah. From
You smoked?
from 13 to 26,
13.
27.
They started young up in Watertown.
They do.
Oh my god!
But yeah,
What'd
Yeah.
you smoke? What was your choice?
Well, when you're that old, you take whatever you can get. Especially Lucy's over on the corner. You know, you 10 cents to get. You know, of course, Mr. Corner Store salesman. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Just give me something.
And now, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's
Disgusting,
disgusting.
or-
It's
yeah.
absolutely disgusting. I haven't smoked in a little over 12 years. I mean, I've had a medicinal cigarette here and there. I had a nephew that had a tragic accident, and so that was a warranted cigarette. But otherwise, no urge to. I think it's disgusting.
I didn't like kissing a smoker. I mean, I dated a lot of girls in my day that all smoked.
Oh, yeah.
I dated a smoke show, and she smoked 24/7, and I hated it, and I hated it.
But she must have been hot, though.
She was so hot. I just put up with it. And when we broke up, the only thing I really missed was her dad. I'm like, I really put up with it. I became a smoker. She smoked so much, I became a smoker, just smoking through her pussy.
You come up and you.
Yeah. Oh wow. Are you smoking right now, honey? What are you doing? You stop smoking. We're having. You try to get in the mood a little bit. I'm here with you.
See the ash on your head, ash on top of your head.
Just shut up and get down there, you little fag. Actually, that was my old name, my old landlord.
All
She
right.
started saying it to me.
So, I will start this off by saying my earliest memory as a child.
That's a good one.
It's a good one too. It's a good one. So strap in. I'm probably about 7 years old. My parents had just got divorced. So the boys my dad got custody of the boys. So I wake up at it must be like 2, 3 in the morning, and I hear a ruckus downstairs. So I go walking downstairs, and there's a big party going on downstairs, and there's a girl naked dancing on our coffee table, and she had a rose tattoo above her vagina.
Yes.
And my dad's friend Ollie looks over, sees me standing there all wide-eyed, because he's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing up?" I was like, "Where's my dad?" He's like, "He had to go visit friends. Go back to bed real fast. Don't tell him you came down here."
Oh no. Oh God. Yes.
Earliest memory.
Oh my God.
So that explains a little.
Oh,
a
But
little.
I would never trade anything for the childhood I had, because you never knew if you were going to wake up if your big wheel was going to be blown up by an M80 or
Yeah, we've heard some stories.
or cops, or like our toy room got converted into a fireworks room.
Daddy.
You know,
Where do you want to start, Dad?
Yeah, come on.
the worst thing.
where does it begin?
For me is like, why can't I remember so much of this? Is because there was just so much.
Yeah, so much to
It never
remember.
stopped, right? So my life
Yeah, what
never
their
stopped.
greatest memory is just another day.
Oh yeah.
It was a Tuesday for him. It was a Tuesday.
Small moment.
That was a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But what he said was, I kind of remember it now after he said it. But yeah.
So
You know,
we
that-
start with you. You had a little bit of coke dealing back in the
I
day.
did.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It was right around the time we got divorced, to be honest with you, because I wanted to keep the house so that the kids could. I had the kids every weekend, and
Gotta make some cash.
And I wanted to keep my house. I wanted my kids to come and see me and say they're going home.
Yeah.
They were going home to see when they went and visited Dad. They were going home.
Oh, that's
and then it was shortly after that I got the boys to live with me in their home, in their bedrooms, in their beds, So yes,
And plus, you were young.
Yep.
Shit, you're like 22 years,
yeah.
23, 24 years old. You're
Yeah.
at that age.
Yeah, how old were you when they were born?
I was he was born in '79. I graduated in '78.
So you got it right the first time.
Hey, guess what? My mom was like a sophomore in high
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
High five.
He's like, yeah.
Big Joe. Woo, Big Joe.
Listen,
There was no age laws back then, right?
I'm not dissing the mom, but it wasn't that hard. Either.
There you go, Penny.
Penny, I like you a lot. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Penny, what you
No,
doing?
Hey, she lives in Myrtle Beach, just so you know.
Oh, God. it was-
but hey, if I could say anything, that was my first, and I had my kids with her, and I would change nothing. I've had the perfect life and the perfect kids. That's all I could tell you.
Boom.
I mean,
That's awesome.
Oh my God, do I have the perfect kids?
Well, they're definitely not dull. I'll tell you that.
No, they're not.
It's been a pleasure to know Joe since 2016, 17.
Changed my life in many, many ways. many,
Not
many
just
ways.
that tidy.
With that being said, please recycle.
Yeah.
Oh,
please,
God. I always recycle.
Yeah,
Yeah, so then you go from there. Then at one point you were selling fireworks also.
fireworks. It's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
I mean that
That
Were they that illegal still in the 80s?
Oh, yeah. These are like
that was
real. This is
illegal.
real stuff.
No, this is the stuff that. These are the stuff that you took a trip to Ohio to get just to bring home, and
So even more dangerous than Pennsylvania standards.
yeah.
No, well,
these
let's
were
say
big stuff.
These were like, what was they? Pineapple.
I had
the pineapples.
the pineapple's a quarter stick, and then you had your half stick, and then I had the full stick, and the full stick was this round.
So he was going to Ohio to buy dynamite, not to buy fireworks.
That poor park. We lived. There was a park
Yes.
behind us. That park was like testing grounds.
Yes.
That was like missile testing grounds for the government.
Yeah.
Like there was just craters everywhere.
So,
Thank
Craters.
you.
So
I don't want this to be all about my craziness, but because you just brought the firework up, so in the park, I'll let you know. So we wanted to try that full stick out, and we put it out there in the park, and it was probably from here to that building.
Like 50 feet.
Yeah.
50 feet.
You ever feel like you can't run fast enough?
And no, because what we did, we were smart enough. The smokers would put the wick, put a little hole in the top
Filter.
of their filter on their cigarette,
So
put the
it's a
wick in
time.
there. They take a drag and let that cigarette burn out. So we were able to sit at my house through a picture sliding glass door and watch this thing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
They figured out like a timer system.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when this thing went off, and then my sliding glass door.
We're talking craters.
Yeah. So I remember the next morning he showed us. It was like.
So yeah, it wasn't a fireworks show; it was a demolition show.
So next thing, the
cops come?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, it
they
gets
were.
better. It gets better.
They were in the park, Mercer Park, and just inside the park.
So what do you do when the cops are in your
Circling
back
the
in your
park
backyard?
and just looking with a spotlight and everything. What the hell just happened? And
Well-
so then here comes Air One.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it gets
So
better.
Air One comes on.
Jason knows about that.
So
Yes, I do.
back then, I used to listen to the scanner a lot. So I always had the program, the police department, everybody in it, and I'm listening to it. I go, holy fuck, Air One's like talking like that's over there on that street. I go, they're stupid.
another
We're
word.
over on like Canton.
So
We're over
Air
on
One-
Canton. We're
Air-
at Seneca Street.
Air One comes over my thing, and I take an M80 and I throw it up in that thing, and we're
At Air
listening
One.
to
At Air One?
At Air One.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my God. We're all going to jail. We're not
Mayday!
talking about this.
Wait, hold on, real fast. Is there statute of limitations on
I
that?
don't know. We're all going to go to jail for this just conversation.
We don't have an attorney.
So Air One goes, second shot fired, Seneca Street. I go, holy shit, they're going to be right on our street. So now the cops come down the road and they're all out there in the front. They're just going up and down, walking. I come out there and I go, what's going on? Sir, get back in your house. We think there's a domestic dispute going on.
Way to hide in plain sight.
So I go, I think I did hear something. You know?
Oh my God.
So the next thing you know, the neighbor, because I shot that M80 up, the neighbor comes out and holds up this red piece of paper from the M80 I shot up in the air.
Oh.
And it blew up right between our houses. And I said, holy shit, what's going on, officer? She goes, I don't know. Just get in the house. So now the car that's that friend of mine that's sitting in the house with me that we buried the fireworks in my furnace and everything else. I emptied the room that had all my fireworks
Oh
in.
God.
In the furnace, everywhere that we could hide them, has a 22-250 with 1,000 rounds of ammunition in it. So now they're focusing on that car.
Right in front of our
thinking
house.
yeah. It was just somebody that was visiting me that had all that rounds of shit.
In their car?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that's not an illegal firearm.
No,
I mean,
it's not. They were woodchuck.
But 1,000 rounds though.
Yeah, what are you shooting? A lot of woodchucks.
So the moral of the story is that it just.
Well, didn't
they
Melissa
kept on
come out?
going,
Didn't Melissa come out with
That
a?
was another party. Melissa
Oh,
came-
oh.
That
the
was another
Final
party.
Four. That was the Final Four.
This
party,
was
right?
Thursday.
Final
That was
Four.
Thursday.
So we threw up some fireworks up in the air and everything, and we had the airplanes that just were just.
Oh, those are fun. Yeah,
No.
I remember those.
I don't know what you're talking about. I said, we got no fireworks there. I think it was across the street or across that park or there. And then Melissa comes and said, Daddy, I got that airplane. I got that airplane that you shot.
Oh my God.
I guess who's not eating tomorrow?
Oh Jesus.
It happened to be that woman cop. What was that? Lisa Webbs?
Lisa
Weber.
Webb.
The one
Webbs.
that, the one that you went
Yeah,
to
we talked
you
about the
with
other
Matt.
episode. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she
me and
goes,
Matt Myers.
She goes, oh, I know the Haney's.
She was always so hot. Come on. She
Yeah.
was the hottest Bevo police
Yeah,
officer.
she was, but she's
She's
like,
worked her way up too.
she's got a lot of miles on her. Look at her.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my phone. I'm not in this conversation. So funny story though.
Yeah, but
there's fireworks
wait
everywhere.
a minute, Jason. and this is what I'm reading off your script that you.
Oh no! Don't set me
hey,
up.
did you hear what? So last week, listeners, did you hear what he asked me? To
No, don't say that. I did not say this. I did not say
I
that.
forgot.
He thought Rosa Parks was just lazy.
Oh, I did not say that. I was on vacation with my family.
You were just saying it before.
What's wrong with you?
He showed me the script.
Oh
He
my
just-
God! I just got fired. No, but funny story. There's fireworks. There's literally fireworks stores everywhere in Myrtle Beach.
Oh yeah, South Carolina. That's
South
the
of the
fucking.
border. South of the
So
border
there's
down there.
there's rules. You can buy them. You can't shoot. If you have private property, if you own the property, you can shoot them off. You can't shoot them off. You don't.
Guess
so
what?
this-
You rent a beach. Guess what? That's your
Nope,
property for a
biggest,
week.
nope. Literally, they said you can, any beaches, any parks, anything, you go right to jail, right to jail, because these are big, fucking, just like big fireworks.
Yeah. Cannons.
Yeah.
But every night down the beach, there was people. I'm like, come on, honey, let's just go get
Yeah.
fireworks. Look, there's
Come
everywhere.
on,
They're shooting them off.
I'll recycle tomorrow.
We'll shoot them in the ocean.
Just one.
Okay. Enough of you saying you're sorry. Let's circle back. So, with that being said, fireworks and police officers. Do you remember your first car chase?
Oh.
And I don't. And whether it was just running from the cops and it didn't result in like a high speed chase, but like, do you remember your first one?
I do.
Let's hear about that.
It was. I don't know why. Why are we focusing on my?
Because
Because your life is
Because
amazing.
you're the fucking guest.
You're the guest.
Your life is amazing, and these stories are great.
You know what? I would.
You would use
So-
you pretend you were a cop sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I sat on
His eyes.
690. I had a Dodge Corridor that looked just like the cop cars.
Oh, my
I go
God.
up on the middle of the thing, turn my parking lights on, and me and my cousin Greg, I said, "Look at someone." They put the brake lights on. I turn right out and go after them. High beams.
Oh my God. Jesus, the things you've done. Are
I want to
illegal.
say, I want to touch on that. I've done that in Belleville, New York, where I had an old Monte Carlo, so it looked like a big car in the dark, and I had this fucking little bouncy ball that had like red, white, and blue glow lights on it, so I would smash it in my dashboard, let it fucking go off, and I'd pull out after.
Oh my God.
People would pull over, and I'd drive right by them. They're like, "What the
You
fuck?"
do know that's a crime. It's a big, serious crime.
You know what? There's a lot of open
That was
space
before the internet.
in
Oh,
Jefferson
my God.
County. There's a lot of open
you're
space
right,
in
you're
Jefferson
right.
County.
Yeah.
But back to your story about my first chase. It was at Gabby's. It was at the River Mall.
Okay.
And there used to be a bar there, Gabby's, and we would always go there, and that's kind of where we got. I used to get in a
All
lot
the
of
legendary fights.
there, man. So we knew the cops were coming. We pulled out. Sure enough, the cop came down. They seen us. He's like 3 or 4 cars. He's seen us, and we knew it was happening. So we're going fast down the street, all the way down to St. Mary's. Go past behind St. Mary's, trying to lose him. The cop still didn't turn his lights on until we got to the 4 corners of Beeville. As soon as I got to the 4 corners of Beeville, he's still like 3 cars, and he's still trying to go around car. I heard him turn left, turn right into the police station. We all shut our lights off. We hurried up and ducked down. We got right down. And the cop car kept going. And then we actually left the car there, got out, went to the Seneca Grill, and finished drinking. And that was the end of the story.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I only brought that up because I was thinking about what would be something that'd be super cool to talk about. Because I remember my first, I wouldn't say, I don't know if it was my first or not, but one of my most memorable car chases was back in the day, I used to smoke a lot of weed. And when you grow up in Jefferson County, depending on what time of day it is, cops will just turn around and follow you. So here it is. It's like 11:30 at night, and we're in my buddy's parents' truck, a little Ford Ranger. And I got this 5-bag of swag, right? Just full of seeds, sticks, and stems. But just either way, we're 16, 17 years old, got some weed. And that state trooper turns right around. Whoop! My buddy Brian drops the clutch. And we cruise it. We hit the next right, and we pull around, and we go down to North Street Trailer Park. This cop, you can see the lights just always cresting over the horizon. We're gunning it, right? As fast as we can go. No power steering in this truck, and we're just hammering it. We're like, go, 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 go. And one of our buddies lived in the trailer park, so we pulled down his lane, and we shut off the lights, and then we like ripped it into his driveway, and we were like, all right, shut it off, without any brake lights, and he just dropped the clutch and went, boom, right into the back of his Ford Bronco, too. Sent that thing flying a full fucking truck length, and that state trooper come creeping right behind us, but we had already gotten out. And we went right into our buddy Justin's house, and he was sleeping. He's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" Like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, just running from the cops.
All over a 5-bag of swag.
Oh my God.
But this is back in the day, you're terrified. Your name gets put in the paper, your grandma knows it's over.
Oh, Newman
Oh,
probably took your
Jesus.
name in the paper.
Oh my God, so many times.
That's when your mom was waiting
Drinking.
for you.
Oh, the priest called my mother. It was horrible. It was in the messenger. My mother had a lot of rules, and the main rule was you don't drink. You don't drink. And if she finds out you're drinking, you're dead. She owned our license plates. She didn't own our car. She owned our license plates. So she would just come take our license plates off our cars. And she didn't give a shit. And she was brutal. And she'd hit you with anything she hit you with. She loved hitting you. And it's like,
Well, a couple weeks ago we were talking about the punishments, and I was talking about my dad with the belt. Like the belt was just legendary. You just hear the ding.
Yeah, that was the
strap.
80s thing, yeah.
Here it comes. Here you go. Just put your knuckle. She'd say knuckle up. That means your knuckles hit the wall, and she'd rock you. And she didn't give a shit. She did a little fifth of schnapps. She pulled it off right in front of you. Take a pull off and then beat the shit out of us.
This is going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me. Ready?
But, I listened to that story and I said I want to like pipe in right now because he's telling the story. And I said, Joey went through the worst of the worst.
Wait, hold on
with
one second,
me.
please. Hold on. Shit, the SD card's full.
Oh no.
Well, it's shit.
Okay.
What do we do? Can you delete something real fast? Just go and delete an old episode.
We're gonna start over.
Yeah. Nope. We'll just start. Yeah. But so
Stay tuned. This is your. Please recycle. Yes, brought to you by the Newman family.
Can you?
Go back.
Just smile.
All right, we're back. We
There
are
go.
back.
That's all. See, this is the magic of
So where do you think I left off at?
Rosa Parks.
Oh, Jesus! I got a call. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I was just talking
about
about
the
that.
punishment, the
Yeah,
punishment.
about the punishment.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to pipe in because I go,
Hold
no.
on. Hold on a second. Sorry. What'd you delete? The word for a second.
Why'd you delete
Go on
everything
SD
we just
card.
did?
And just delete. Yeah, you probably delete the episode we just did. Well,
Yeah.
it's on the camera. It's bad, whatever.
There you go. Does it tell you how much time you got?
There we go. I just deleted.
Yep, we got 8
We're
minutes.
good.
8 minutes?
Yep, we got 8 minutes.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, we do what we can do.
No,
Hey.
well, we're already 25 minutes in, so we're good.
All right,
Yeah, we're
all right.
good.
So we talked about the punishment, and I wanted to pipe in, and I wanted to be able to tell Joe. I go, man, Joe. I go, no, man, you really weren't part of the belt. You really weren't. I mean, his punishment, and I'm not gonna feel bad, but I kind of feel bad. Actually, he'll tell you a couple times. I went in his bedroom and apologized to him a couple times.
Full. We're on there.
Oh, that's fine.
Already full.
You're good.
We're on the camera.
We're good. We're good. We got
Is
it.
this recorded?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're rock and roll.
Better be.
All right, so Joe went through the most of the punishment is physically, like grabbing him, shaking him, and putting him up against the wall.
Yeah.
Freaking really just being a man to, I wanted him to be a man to man and shaking.
That's-
At 7 years old.
That's what I
Yeah.
told my first
No,
grade teacher. I was like,
no.
now I'm a man.
No, and I'm being honest. I'm not trying to.
No, it's a
I
learning
don't
curve.
know if
No,
it's
it's-
good or
think
bad.
No, it's good.
I
It's
don't look
good.
back at it as anything as bad.
It's not bad.
But I'll
Wow.
tell you, his brother and sister looked at it as bad because, boy, they did not want to do anything to get in trouble.
Yeah, but that's first child
But-
syndrome. Like
yeah.
Wesley gets his ass
But-
beat or has
Joe-
had his ass
Joe,
beat.
and I'll tell you, he'll tell you, man. Well, he got in a fight with his brother, and I came home. I went berserk on him. I went in his bedroom. We were putting holes in the sheetrock. He was wrestling me. We were doing everything. And then I go to bed, and I get up like 4 times in the middle of the night and go, Joe, you awake, bud? I'm so sorry, man. I love you. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, wow. I was just so angry that
You know what, though?
you never do this to your brother. You don't do this to your brother, you know?
No, you don't.
And they, right now, as far as I'm concerned, they have the closest sibling relationship
Yeah.
out of all,
Well, obviously
they're-
we've seen the
all
podcast.
3 of them. They're
But they
great.
definitely do. They
Yeah.
definitely do.
And
But
that,
I
that
can-
was important to me because I grew up with not a close sibling, and I was not going to let that happen. To
But I can relate to what you're talking about, like feeling guilty about that or having to apologize. Even sometimes when I have harsh words, I feel like I have to have like a powwow, so to speak, and just be like, "Hey, listen, this is what I meant." You know, I
Not
just wanna
me.
make
I
sure
call
that
Emily
you're
a
okay.
cunt because she's acting like a cunt.
Yeah.
I had a moment today. I had a loud moment today, and I felt horrible. I did. I was like, he we're in the store. He was
Oh,
acting
he didn't
out.
recycle, and you're like, God damn it, Norman!
And we have a discussion. We talk with him. We use our voices to talk. We don't yell. I don't yell at him. He doesn't yell at me. I don't get loud with him. He doesn't get loud with me. And he's getting to that age around where he's like, we just spent a week with our family, and all the kids are different. All these kids are pampered, or they're loud, or they're crazy, and he's just a big sponge. He goes, I go, hey, dude, go days. Like, he looks at me today. He goes like, no. And I go, what did you just say to me? He goes, no. N-O. He goes, he smelled it. He goes, no. N-O. And I go, okay. All right. Good. I go, dead man walking. And we're in the store. And that's what I'm saying. So he's behind me in the cart. He's behind me walking by the cart. I'm like, he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, dead man walking. And I go, just don't talk anymore. So we get to the cart, and he's like, Dad, I'm really sorry. And I'm like,
Of course he was sorry then, because he knew he fucked up. But I tell you what, balls of fucking steel, same scenario. We're in the car, and I'm having words because like there was shit that happened, and I was making my point. He rolls his eyes and goes, whatever.
oh, God.
I hit the brakes so hard, and Amy's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going to stop right now. And we're on 690. Like, I was ready to fucking just unload. Like, this is going to be it. I was going to murder.
Baby, break out the aha. I'm going to drop this kid.
And we wonder.
I need Turbo Team.
Turbo Team right now.
We wonder why a 175 only lasts 4 days.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. I just felt bad today. I feel like I wanted a hug
Whatever.
afterwards.
Oh, my
After I yelled.
Lanta.
My Lanta.
To be honest with you, I could, unless I was brought up that way, but I would not feel bad today, even at the age I am. If I went and adopted a kid and I got on his ass, I'm not feeling. These guys.
You up for adoption?
Him.
No?
Joe.
Oh.
We took my nephew in. And I was so mad at him, and he was just the rottenest kid in school, not doing shit right. And they gave me, his mom and dad gave me this kid to raise because they knew I was hardcore. And Joey say, Dad,
Was it a common sense thing?
leave him alone.
He was going to, because he wasn't his kid.
But I was probably being rougher. I shouldn't have been. I don't know. It's like,
Ooh.
Wow.
All right.
Turbo Team.
I got to be
That was
honest.
good.
I gotta try it again.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Oh,
cool.
God. No, just not so close. It's not so
Yeah,
close.
not so.
Can we,
close.
can we end with, let's go, with a, how are we end with, let's end with a kind of a fitness story. You used to work out a lot.
It's freaking ammonia.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Jeez.
It's horrible.
It gets you pumped.
Right.
So let's
Fitness in the 80s, let's hear about
it.
it.
In the 80s. You used to work out a lot in the 80s. Like the difference between like you working out in the 80s and what we do now.
Well,
You were all like bodybuilding.
But wait a minute though. Your whole CrossFit gym is different than what I used
That's
to.
what I'm saying. That's what we want to talk about, like the difference.
CrossFit wasn't even exist.
No, it's only been since 2000.
But anyways, I used to just work out at a gym right in Bones,
Yeah, I
at the
remember.
River Mall. I can't remember what the name of that was.
took me a
I
couple
used to go
times.
Jim's
after-
Gym?
But it's like they had Nautilus equipment and curls, bench.
Yeah. Oh, but I mostly worked on the benches and the curls. That's why I went over there. and-
For the girls.
that's why I
The
wanted-
glory muscles.
Yeah, the glory.
But it was. I used to enjoy. Anytime you go to the gym and you work out, it's nice, right?
Well,
But-
I remember the first time you
It's
went to
like-
that first competition I did.
Yeah.
You were expecting like, wow, I'm used to like when I was like
Oh,
big
man.
muscle guys, and you see like guys like our size like
Yeah.
doing this shit,
Yeah.
and you were just like, wow, this is totally different
Holy
than what I
cow!
do.
It's like that his competition just blew my mind. It's like these guys are fucking fit, man. These guys are doing some shit that the cardio just keeps going. And I was watching here, and I told my wife earlier, and I go, man, I see some of the old timers there that I've seen, and I say old timers, but it's
Geriatric Tom.
But to see
Those 64-year-olds.
Those
Yeah.
64-years, they're the same age.
But to see them to still do the
Rocking it,
weights
yeah.
and stuff, and it's like I love that they still maintain that
So that means that,
enthusiasm and
you
interest.
realize that's you though, right? You could be doing that.
Every day.
No way.
No way.
I already told my wife today if they don't want
Hold
to
on.
bring this up tonight, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I work
For
out
the low
enough.
price of $125 a month.
No.
Listen.
No, hold on. Don't say that you worked hard for a living.
No. I'll tell you right now. I probably today alone lifting the trees and doing the stuff I did, and I've already had my my
active guy.
10,000 steps at noon, and more. I do more that way, natural workouts.
He is
than
the guy that
come
just
to a
goes
gym.
nonstop. He
I
goes
don't
nonstop.
stop.
Right, you're a working man.
I am, and I'm not saying that you guys will kill me. Like I can't
No.
pull myself up on that.
On a pull-up.
That pull up. But I went over there and I lifted that thing.
He
and I go,
curled.
Oh, I could do this.
35 pounds.
Wow, Ben. That's all he does. Don't worry about it, Joe. That's all he does. Is beat the shit out of you mentally.
But my natural workout, I still like natural. You know what I mean?
You know what though? The fact that you grab that bar and try to do a pull up, I really like. For me, that's like, okay, he's interested.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's a spark. Like I can reel you in.
So sorry, real fast. I got to interrupt because why it's in my mind. So during vacation, he sends a video of him shitting. You don't understand how bad that grossed me the fuck out. So that is why when you walked in yesterday, I go, "Wow, you look fat."
Oh, that was mean. He didn't even say hi to me.
Happy.
He didn't even say hi
He
to
goes
me.
like this.
No. You look puffy.
Oh, what he said to me was, he looked like he put on 20 pounds. He goes, you eat a lot of good food. I'm like, yeah, Joe, thanks.
just went
I just walked in the bar. And I'm like,
There's no such thing as diet French fries. You better be here tomorrow.
He did this Charlie Brown just walking away like.
Sorry, I drank the last of the beer.
it was bad. I mean, it was a
have
great
a problem.
vacation full of amazing
That
food.
was smooth.
It's good, right?
That's Uncle Nearest. That's the Jack Daniels, basically his slave.
It was.
It was his slave that taught him how to make bourbon.
It's definitely smooth.
No, that's what he was.
He really was. It was the family. It was the family
calling my priest.
property.
It's calling my priest.
He was the family property.
Coming right now, right there.
Your priest is calling your mom.
Wow.
Knuckle
wow,
up,
guys.
bitch.
Wow, guys. Listen, I appreciate you guys. I do. Your motivation's awesome. He did motivate me. Joe, with a nice comment of telling me that I gained weight yesterday,
No, you
saved me
understand.
from eating French
that
fries.
video grossed me out so bad.
I wasn't shitting, Joe. It was a joke.
Okay, well, you were grunting pretty good and everything. And I'm like, wait, what is he? Oh my God, I got so fucking pissed.
It was fake.
Yeah, but you did say you're going to be feeling guilty coming back.
Oh
here.
my
You-
God, there was a lot. I tell you. But I want to be straight with that one. That shitting thing was funny. To me,
you?
it's hilarious because I was wasted. But I wasn't shitting. I promise you, I was not shitting. Because if I was, I would have actually added like the splash zone. I would put some sound effects into it. Joe was so grossed out.
Yeah, but for you to shock your system that bad, I'm surprised you didn't have to shoot.
No, every day was gravy. Every day was gravy. I don't know if it was the salt water, if it was the hot tub, if it was what I was eating. I literally shit black.
That's called blood.
That's called AIDS.
No, listen. I'm telling you right now. I sat down the first day. I'm like, we had awesome food, drank a ton of great drinks, and I sit down. It's like 5 in the morning, and I'm like, Heidi's like,
Now,
"Are
let
you
me ask
okay?"
this.
And I'm like, "No, I'm not okay. Give me a second." And I literally dropped a bucket of water in the toilet, and it looked down. It was completely black. Like I don't know what I loosened up.
Let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
So, like, when you're in the Carolinas, I remember I had a fried sandwich. It was a soft shell crab sandwich. Did
Okay.
you have one of those while you were down
No,
there?
I did not get to have that.
If you thought that fish would make you puke, a soft shell crab sandwich is just a whole crab they deep fry in an egg batter or whatever.
Yeah.
And when you bite it and it, goosh,
Guts fall out of it.
it's literally guts.
That's I don't know if I can do that.
Like, but it tasted delicious. But when it splattered all over me, you have a moment of consciousness, like,
No,
bleh.
no.
Seafood was amazing. The food was off the hook. I'm telling you, the seafood was off the hook. I mean, I'd move there just for that alone. But
I mean, I like the Carolinas. I really do for that reason alone. There was a fresh fish market when we
Too
stayed
hot.
in
Way
Duck.
too hot. Way too hot.
oh, so hot. I have weeks and weeks. I literally
Too
have.
hot.
I have a book.
Yeah,
of
but you
stories.
get used to it.
You
No,
don't.
you
Now
don't.
where Melissa
No,
lives.
you don't.
Now where Melissa lives,
No.
but like if you live coastal,
They don't go outside until 8 o'clock at night.
'Cause they're
I
bitches.
thought I was in The Walking Dead.
come on, it's hotter in here at 5:30 at night.
Listen, I went and played cornhole because they told me they could beat my ass. And so me and my wife played their two, Melissa and her best partner.
Yeah, Melissa.
Even though that when it was so humid that when you shot the bag up, it went boom.
Oh,
It didn't
so
slide.
affected the bags.
Yeah. but that's okay.
You need chalk for the bags.
Yeah, but so what did we do? We adjusted. Me and the wife adjusted, so we still beat
So they
them.
were
It's
sliding.
That's a pro move.
So it wasn't,
Nothing.
so it wasn't
No,
sliding.
So it was more airmail.
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 Catch that on ESPN 8.
I know.
I have-
ESPN Ocho.
So we had to adjust to the environment, and it was like
It was so hot. It was brutally hot. I couldn't. I tell you, I don't know. I have stories to share. I have so many stories to share.
So much chafing, so much.
Oh my God, the chafing was unbelievable. The
Yeah, but
sand,
imagine
the
how
salt
bad your
water.
chafing would have been when you were 300 plus pounds.
Oh, yeah, I took my shirt off this year. I felt amazing. I didn't give a shit.
Good
First
for
day
you.
there.
I
Well,
bet
you know,
you did,
I'll be honest with you. I packed a bunch of. I bought those shirts you wear in the ocean. Those
Fat guy shirt?
dry shirt.
Yeah,
Fat guy
PFD.
shirt.
Yeah,
I
like
put on
rash
last
guy.
year's shirt, and it was a boat cover. And I'm like, oh, man. So I bought a smaller one. It was still 2XL. And I put that on. And
Then you saw your shoulders in the.
telling you right now, I basically got to about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, screw this shit, and I just took my shirt off, and I didn't give a shit. I worked too hard. You did? I worked too hard this last year not to be able. And if I didn't look good for somebody else,
And
I
then you
looked
didn't get laid. I wonder why.
No, that wasn't why. She kept telling me I was so.
Because of that C word.
Remember, per the Newman family, please recycle.
Always recycle it.
All right.
In our
I think
house.
this is a great episode. Next week's episode 20, so we might have to make it a big extravaganza. I don't know how we're going to top this.
Mr. Joe, thank you so much.
You rock,
Big
dude.
Joe
Joe
Senior.
killed it. And with that, see you next Tuesday in 2 claps, everybody.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks for holding it together.
That's why I sat in my car.
Thanks for coming.
Nice.
Great episode, man.
Joe, that was awesome.
That was
dude.
good. That was awesome, man.
Joe, that was great. You got to come do more.
Yeah.
That was fucking great.
That wasn't that bad, right?
Oh, no, it's natural.
Yeah.
I felt natural.
It really is just sitting at the bar.
Yeah, it's just shooting
You're
shit.
just on the camera. I'd get my dad to come down, but he'd have to have a cane and a walker to get over here.
Yeah, your dad would probably be.
My dad's wild. My dad, I got a lot of one of my first memories of my dad.
Your stories are that was so great.
Oh, did we just touch the tip of the iceberg, though? You don't
Now
understand.
we had to start thinking.
Let's make it a quarterly event.
I wanted to get to the point where we cut the guy's hair in the ponytail.
We can do bi-monthly.
Yeah, he died. But he was his bully in high school. And he saw
Oh yeah, light him up. Light him up.
He cut his ponytail off.
I almost got into that part where I lit a fire. Paul Grove put a